Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Cheryl, what she knows. I'm a former bodybuilder and a two-time stroke survivor. Make sure you watch this video all the way through. I want to make sure my video gets pushed out to all the stroke warriors who are looking to heal themselves mentally, spiritually, and physically. My videos are based on my experience, and they are also here to help you have more inspiration in your journey of healing as a stroke survivor. We can do this, guys. We can do it. We made it to the other side. Let's go thrive together. Hey, y'all, what's up? You see the temperature there? That's what it currently is right now. So I made a decision to do a little something in-house today. So I did an at-home stretching, movement, mobility workout today. Wasn't no heavy lifting. Wasn't none of that. I should have added in. Child, look at me. Always trying to add in some kind of muscles. So let's get to it. I'm going to do my breathing first, kind of get in a little breathing stretching. You're going to see that throughout the stretching throughout the video, so you'll see it. And I love just kind of hanging out, just like a floppy drop, because that releases the pressure on my lower back. Most of the time when you have lower back issues, it's because you have weak abs. And now this is my affected arm. I'm doing this called stir the pot. You're going to do both sides of this. You do it clockwise and then counterclockwise. It's really working my frozen shoulder, you know. This is my non-affected arm, but I had to get my affected arm out the way because I kept hitting it. It's so strong. Just make sure you go clockwise and counterclockwise when you do this, because it also opens up the rotator cuff. You know, kind of get that synovial fluid moving around in the body. These are just simple knee ups. Y'all excuse my voice. It does this occasionally. And when you cross the knee up, it kind of works with your balance. As you see, I went back to regular knee ups instead of crisscrossing my arms. Now I'm just trying to break my back. But that's a good stretch. You stretch the abs, you stretch your hip flexors, you stretch your shoulders. You know, when you do that, and you kind of take the pressure and the release off your back. One of my favorite exercises, moves, is spinal rotation. So this is a PVC pipe. You can use a broom. You can use whatever you can use. You can stand up and do it. You ain't got to use anything. You can use a cane. Do whatever you want to do. Just getting in a position to do something. You saw me walking backwards. That's part of therapy too, because you walking backwards is a part of your balance. That was my yoga block that I had there, which I'll be using later. You'll see in the video. Here, I love this. It's again another thing that can help your back and your thoracic area. So this is cat-cow. Things you can do. You don't have to do, you know, so much concentrate on, you know, just always lifting weights. Getting that body mobile and using the mobility and the functionality of your body is part of your recovery as well too. Well, for me it is. Now we're going to thread the needle. This is my affected arm. I'm trying to stretch out, and and I'm using my back roller to kind of give me a little assistance. That didn't work. It didn't work at all. And what that does is stretches the shoulders and the traps and the upper thoracic area of the body. You see how my non-affected arm is stretched out there? That's how the other arm was supposed to be that way too. Well, you do what you can, which is what I did. Now I'm just trying to rotate these hips, child. I'm always trying to rotate my hips. But I noticed I was leaning forward too much, and I should have been working on just moving the hips. Here I'm just doing a little side lat stretch on my knees. This is another hip opener. If you can sit in this position for at least 30 seconds, and you guys see my affected foot there, I'm trying to keep the heel on the floor, but that's gonna have to come with time because I still have spasticity in my ankle and my foot. Child, I'm trying to do my old move there. Let me tell y'all something. I am forever putting my bum in the camera in front of y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this yoga block in between my affected foot and the non-affected foot, so I can work on the hamstrings and the stabilization of my hamstrings. I did this in therapy, so I said, "Oh, I got yoga blocks at home. I can do this at home." You guys can see my foot there. You can see which one is not stable and which one is stabilized. That's the non-stabilized one. But I'm working on the hamstring and working on, now there's some things I can do in the gym with the hamstring, which is the leg curl. But we don't have one in my gym, so this is my alternative. They took that out for some reason. I don't know why. I think I did about 10 of these. And here I'm just doing some more knee ups assisted. Listen, don't pay no attention to my cellulite in my leg. Okay? It is what it is. I'm working on it. Get these leg swings in. Do both sides. Some more hip stretchers. I love these things. Here I'm really trying to stretch my frozen shoulder and my lats. And just, do things that you need assistance in, and just hang out there sometimes. You always don't have to do big major moves. You don't have to do that. I didn't almost lose my balance. Y'all saw that. I was just trying to back up to the end of my yoga mat. And I'm out here trying to walk out from a downward dog. I did it, but it wasn't perfect. But here we go. I'm just positioning myself to get into a good stretch. This is kind of a challenge for a lot of stroke survivors as well too, getting in the position. Now here I'm using my core instead of trying to flop down. Use your core to work your way down and work your way back up. Here I'm just stretching, bringing my overhead arm stretches with my affected arm. Getting that stretch in, because you also know, again, that frozen shoulder has to be moved. And if you don't have a PVC pipe, just clasp your hands together and you can do it that way. These are good. Maybe I should have turned around. Y'all can see that affected arm. You can see how it doesn't go all the way back and doesn't right there, it doesn't go all the way back and it doesn't come all the way up evenly with the right side. But that's why you keep practicing. Now look at that. That's part of the rotator cuff. My arm doesn't go all the way down like the other my non-affected arm. I had a little assistance getting up there. I was trying to get up with my core. Now I'm gonna do some more hip openings. This is a figure 4. And trying to grab the bottom of my foot so I can get that hamstring stretch in there as well too. I used to be able to do these real good, guys. I'm really getting back into it. You know, grabbing the bottom of your foot is not an easy thing, especially if you're a stroke survivor, because you have one side is flaccid and you got to try and reach all the way down to the bottom of your foot. That's a challenge in itself. Now we're going to switch sides and do the other figure 4 hip opener. And also try to grab the bottom of my foot for the hamstring stretch as well too. These are butterfly hip openings. And I'm working on my way to go down as far as I can. You know, with that, got to open up those hips. You got to get that stretch in. That's just continuous practice. That's all. Just got to keep doing it. Now you guys gonna see me grab the bottom of my foot, but I'm gonna bring the camera down later on in the video where you can actually see me grab the bottom of my foot for hamstring and lower back stretch. The key is to keep that leg down. You see it keep popping up. And I noticed you guys couldn't see me, so I had to figure out a different way. You know, bring the camera down a little bit and scoot back so you can see it. Hey y'all. That's a challenge too, just to scoot back, because you have to use your arms and your core to help yourself back. There we go. Got it. Grab the bottom of my foot and do some stretching. There you go. But the goal, again, is to keep those legs down, keep the knees down. Now we get a little bit of this rotation of the ankles. Clockwise and counterclockwise. This is my affected side, y'all. Y'all gonna see how stiff it is. Better than what I used to be, I tell you that much. It ain't what it used to be. Because, child, I couldn't move this thing at all. Now you're doing some dorsiflex. Now these are leg lifts and hip flexors, strengthening that hip flexors, and you know, just trying to raise the leg up, which is my affected side, without slamming on the floor, but that's to be expected until I strengthen it. You got to strengthen those hip flexors. Now this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. It's about progress, not perfection, y'all. That's my affected leg, and I'm stretching the hip flexors. This feels so good. Now, if you need something under your knee, like a towel or a pillow or a pad, put that under there. I'm just, just trying to see what I can do without grabbing all the extra tools to help me out. I like to test myself out and do things without additional assistance. And that requires confidence and trusting yourself. Bet on yourself, y'all. You can do it. I just got to work on the cellulite in my leg and try to sneak in a hamstring stretch. I went back as far as I could with these knees, child. This is my affected leg. I think. I don't know. Y'all, when I tell y'all this move is heaven, this is a groin and hip stretcher, groin and hip flex, hip stretcher, groin and hip stretcher. That's what it is.